All right, so this is the famous Galveston Island seawall. It recently showed up in the news, Guinness World Records, for something like the longest continuous sidewalk, maybe, I guess in the world, right? If Guinness was there. For some reason I was thinking it was America. But yeah, anyways, we get a lot of flack about our beach here, and you'll see in the video, I'm sure, it's not really the greatest beach in the world, but whatever, it's close, it's relatively free, you gotta pay to park, but it's really not a whole lot. I just like, it is hot as shit out here today too. It's like 90 degrees. I don't know what that is in Celsius, probably like 31, something like that. I'll find out and put it in the video, how about that? And yeah. Anyways, I thought this would be a good time to also film the day 14 video, which is basically something that nobody tells you. And like a lot of you, I watch a lot of YouTube and a lot of people who do exactly what I'm doing right now, where they just walk and talk. And something that nobody ever really talks about outside of you, Tamara, so thank you for that, is about how absolutely terrifying and scary it is to just be walking and talking like a weirdo. See, me, I was always a very cynical person. And so when I would see people walking and filming themselves, or if I worked in a restaurant and people would be sitting in a restaurant talking to their phone with a, ring light or something on them, I just remember thinking, God, like, what are these people doing? Like, who do they think they are? And that's not the right way to think about things, because everybody's got to start somewhere. And this is where I'm starting. And it's definitely a little crude and personal, but we all got to start somewhere. So that's the one thing that nobody ever tells you about vlogging until you try it yourself, is that it is actually scary. If it's not scary for you, then congratulations, man. I wish I had whatever it is you have inside of you that makes this just like as easy as it could be. Even here, as you can tell, I'm like nowhere near anybody, right? But I'm still kind of like, I don't know, just feeling a little weird and anxious about it. So I tried to go to the Strand earlier, which I knew was gonna have people and do these videos there, but there was just so many people and so much stuff happening that it was like basically impossible to do that. So I thought, well, next best idea would be go to the beach, do some filming there, and at least get some good scenic shots. So with that in mind, here's a little bit of Galveston Beach for you. So something else I neglected to mention about the seawall that I feel like is of note, 1905 was the quote-unquote Great Storm. And the Great Storm was basically just a big-ass hurricane that came and hit the island. And I want to say that it is the single deadliest natural disaster still in the history of the United States. Something like over 5,000 people died during that storm. And so, yeah, the reason why, though, there was so much flooding is because the whole island itself was right at sea level. And so this seawall that we're walking on right now is built to raise the elevation of the island up about 6 feet, roughly. Still floods, obviously, but it's definitely done a lot to protect the city of Galveston and let it continue to rebuild and thrive. So anyway, that's the history behind the seawall. Editor's note, this is actually the very first time I've ever used the wind guard on the DJI Mic 2. It's been in the package literally since I bought the camera over a year ago, and I thought to myself, you know what? When I was walking in the park the other day vlogging, I really didn't like all that wind noise, and that was the first I'd ever really heard of it using this camera, or using this mic, I should say. So we got it on today. You've probably already seen that from the video, but yeah, I'm curious to see how the audio quality differs. But now we're back at the car, and I'm going to show you this hack. Always bring yourself a bottle of water. Not to drink, at least to do this. You can't get in the car with sandy feet.